Oh boy, Nintendo finally decided that it was time to announce something. A new Switch game, a first-party Switch game has been announced. I just woke up. My voice is a little hoarse. I got the hoodie on, the headphones on, and let's dive in because this is one of my favorite franchises, and I was just telling Gabe last night, it's been 7 years since the release of this game. 7 years, and on the anniversary, my babies are coming home. We left our home planet in search of a way to save it. Smash that like button if you're excited for a new Pikmin! And let me know in the comments down below if you're going to pick it up. Our ship malfunctioned. Crash landed. Dude, Captain Olimar, Alf, everybody. They just having a rough day. It's like 2020. What are we supposed to do now? I love this game. Nintendo with the stealth announcements. Who needs directs? I mean, we need directs, but Pikmin 3 Deluxe. I wish it was Pikmin 4, but I love me some Pikmin 3. It's one of the best games on Wii U. It's one of the best Nintendo multiplayer games, which we're going to talk about in a second. But this means a whole lot of craziness for the rest of the year. And just wait, but get excited first. This game is so good. It is criminally overlooked. So many are going to get eaten and die. When's the release date? The boss battles are epic. Bulborb's going crazy. Oh, dude, I remember him. Don't remember him. There better be new content. Yes, the big beehive. Will we ever be able to escape? I hope not. I want to be a Pikmin forever. October 30th. That is a far ways away. Do you know what day it is right now? It's August 5th, baby. I mean, it's August, so October 30th is 3 months away. Now, Paper Mario and the Origami King, if you do remember, was announced about a solid, 2.5 months before. This is a little bit more, but Nintendo, I guess, giving us the big lead up time. I'm going to show you some Pikmin 3 multiplayer because of all the stuff Pikmin. The campaign is fantastic, but the multiplayer is secretly amazing. And if they do this online, watch out. I'm going to play so much of this. Locally, it's so fun. They did this split screen thing. You can do 1-on-1 or 2-on-2, and bingo battle is the way to go. You're trying to go out and get certain things to try to make a bingo. Oh, it's so intense. It gets so ridiculously chaotic, and it's like, I don't know, the vibes I have from Overcooked, we're like rushing for one more. I get that from Pikmin 3 multiplayer. But let's talk the rest of the year now. Pikmin 3 Deluxe is a Wii U port getting pushed to, or put at October 30th. We don't know if that's been pushed. Nintendo does not have a direct to announce this. I think of this a couple of ways. Option A is that there's nothing for Nintendo until October 30th. And that means something like the Mario Collection, the Mario 3D Collection is after October, which would be really sad because that would give us a gap from July 17th with Origami King till October 30th with Pikmin 3 Deluxe, which is a massive gap. That would mean that the pandemic ravaged their Q3 lineup, and it basically became non-existent, right? That would mean for 7, 8, 9, those months, it was Paper Mario and that was it. The other way to look at this is that Pikmin 3 Deluxe is a Wii U port, and therefore they want to get something out there. It's the least exciting. I mean, it's super exciting for me, but it's a Wii U port. It's the least exciting. Not even, it is a Wii U port. It's the least exciting, and they have so much more that they're saving for a direct. That now feels like a dicier path to believe in. Because if they were going to do it that way, why not announce something sooner? But maybe before their investor call, which is supposed to be tomorrow, I believe, they want to get something on the calendar. And maybe this is a date they feel very confident they can hit because Pikmin 3 Deluxe is a port. Now, they didn't really make any mention or any indication of how much content it'll be. I'm going to go quickly look at the YouTube page. Let's see right now. I'll pull it up while I'm talking to you guys and see if there's any indication of, hey, like, this is going to have new content. The Japanese trailer is just as long as the American trailer, the US trailer, the English trailer. It's 1 minute 40 seconds, and the YouTube description reads as follows. It says, prepare yourselves, brave explorers, set up for the lush planet PNF 404 when Pikmin 3 Deluxe lands. New version, multiple difficulty modes, new side story missions, and all DLC. Okay, so it's new side story missions featuring Olimar and Louie, and all DLC. So that, I think that must mean the multiplayer and the multiplayer DLC. Side story missions will be fun. I wish they were main story missions, but okay, at least there's some new content. We'll have to see how big and expansive that is. But does Nintendo have more that they're ready to announce? And I guess, we've heard rumors that in August there will absolutely be some sort of presentation. It sounds like it's a mini or a partner showcase. It does not sound like it is a full-blown general. So you got this mini or this partner showcase that's probably talking like No More Heroes 3, maybe Bayonetta 3, but probably No More Heroes 3. What else is on the calendar? I'm still very, very confident that Mario 3D Collection is coming this year. But the more that this plays out, the longer this goes, the more concerned I get that maybe they really have very little. And maybe because of lost time and mixed up scheduling, they are going to rely on Mario 3D Collection as the holiday title, and they're going to pepper the rest with easy releases like the Pikmin 3 Deluxe port. But you have to think about the other Wii U ports and the other ports that we've heard about. Mario 3D World has been rumored forever. If Pikmin 3 is October 30th, that's like basically November, and that means that Mario 3D World would, in my opinion, have to be December or push to 2021. So now I'm going to say, predictively, Mario 3D World is in fact going to be shifted to 2021, and Mario 3D Collection will house the fall Q4 2020 spot. Metroid Prime Trilogy has also been rumored, but I don't think that's this year at all. I think that game is going to be released much closer to Metroid Prime 4, which we know is a far ways away. Maybe there's still a Metroid 2D, but it's like, your guess is as good as mine about what Nintendo is housing for Q4, but it's interesting that Pikmin 3 is so far off, and it's interesting that it houses an October 30th slot. Is that the October game? It's at the end of the month, so I feel like they'd still want to have something early in October. You can read this one of two ways. You can read this as doom and gloom that Nintendo only has Pikmin 3 Deluxe, or you can read this as, okay, they've got so much left that they want to just throw this out there as a Twitter, YouTube announcement. It's at the end of October. They probably got a big game for mid-October, and we're going to be okay. We'll have to wait and see if there is a direct announce or something of the sort in the coming days and weeks, but this was critical for them to get something out before the investor call. And as we've talked about forever, Nintendo was going to announce more games. That was inevitable, and it had to happen soon. I love me some Pikmin. I think you guys, if you haven't played it, you're going to love it. If you're an Animal Crossing fan and you're coming from that universe or a new Switch owner, this is a game that is both cute but very strategic. It is a game that is appealing and accessible, but is going to require a lot of your effort, a lot of your mental power, a lot of dexterity, but you can get it. There is a lot of strategy RTS type stuff of throwing the Pikmin over here, throwing the Pikmin over there. And I remember the last level, which is basically like an escape race, was so consuming, but you will get there. It starts off very simple, and I think it's a beautiful game that does what Nintendo does best, right? Which is to take a cute, fun exterior and bake in some amazing gameplay, some brilliant ideas, some beautiful stuff. Like this multiplayer right here is so freaking fun. Okay, as you can see, we're both working together to collect these items, to create these bingos, and beat each other out at a frenetic pace. You have to decide, like, how many Pikmin are you going to raise? How far are you going to go? How much do you want to just rush out there and go grab stuff? How many Pikmin do you need to build your squad? That was actually me getting the win back in 7 years ago, back in 2013. So on the anniversary of Pikmin, we get Pikmin 3 Deluxe. I'm very excited for this game, and I'm concerned what it means for the rest of the year. Give me your take in the comments down below. Hit that like button if you're excited for more Nintendo Switch stuff. They finally announced it, and right on schedule, right before the investor call, which makes perfect sense. Let me know in the comments down below how you feel, if you're going to pick this game up, and what you think it means for the rest of the year. Will we get a bunch, or are we going to have to accept that there just isn't that much left? We may need to make that. We may need to swallow that, but I'm still hopeful. I think that the Direct is going to be next week, whether it's a partner showcase or a mini. I don't think there's a general. I've heard that there's talks of a general for September, which would be great, but that would imply that there's a lot left for them to talk about. So whether it's a Mario-specific Direct, a partner showcase again, or a mini, that's what I'm expecting to get, and it looks like it's going to be sometime between August 10th and like August 16th, like that week in there, August 10th, August 15th, right? So next week feels like the time where it's going to line up. It feels like the time where it's going to be, but we'll have to wait and see. I appreciate you guys so much. Pikmin, I'm going to be grateful because I love this franchise, and hopefully this leads to Pikmin 4, which they supposedly were working on years ago. Me and Mo talked about like 5 or 6 years ago that it was almost done. Get serious. Where's Pikmin 4? It had to either be scrapped, rebooted, or lost. Either of those three are sad. but we'll wait and see if this does yield another brand new bold Pikmin adventure. Pull those guys up when it drops on October 30th. Have a fantastic day, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart out there. Members, special shout out. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you a lot. And until next time, everybody, SwitchForce out.